Hello, people of the internet. My name is Leo, and welcome to presumably the last episode of Dream Daddy. Now, as you can see, there is only one dad left for us, and that is our man in the center, Hugo Vega. I totally remembered his last name. You don't need to worry about why there was a slight pause. But anyway, let's send him a message. Smile as often as you can. It will make others around you feel more comfortable. But how comfortable will it make will it make me feel? Save bookmarks directly at your desktop. Thanks. Anyone who tells you that a drink isn't manly has never known heartache. Sleep is important. Make sure you're getting enough. I never get sleep. In fact, it's late at night as I'm playing this. Well, not as late as I usually am up, but still kind of late. By the time this is done, it's going to be pretty late. God dang it, McAfee. I know that you're expired. I don't like you. That's why I didn't pay your subscription. Okay, Dream Daddy, can you please respond? This is the longest you have not responded. It's actually kind of concerning. There we go. I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. And that stuff with the Duchess, I feel like I owe it to him. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes. Colin is still being a humongous butthead. Oh. Are you talking about... Are you talking about your students? Who... Is it Colin? Colin is still being a humongous butthead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Oops, sorry, that was meant for another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. Oh, man. I remember back when... in high school, when some of my classmates had access to computers. That was a horrible time. They were printing out all sorts of weird stuff. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would really round it out. Why didn't you type the T, Ram? Let me get back to you after class ends. I stand up from the computer and stretch. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now. Dad nap. The best nap of all. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I have a feeling that was not the right voice. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. Drift off to sleep. Maybe it is. You never know, Rem. Oh. Jolted awake by a Dadbook message from Hugo. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. Oh, I get off work in a little while, and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. I fumble out a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details, and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? Just, getting home from school? Where are you going? I'm going out with your teacher. Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The board? A cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live, but only if you can talk to him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy, that ball is in your court. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. Little bit of fig jam. Ugh. Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Hey, who isn't excited about cheese? People who are lactose intolerant, that's who. Sweetie, you'll get it one day, but now I gotta go see a man about some manchego. Please leave. Alright. I walk into a quaint French diner, and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day? Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Colin started a gambling ring. Oh, man. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Oh, I know those. Is that the one the parents think means sex? Or maybe I'm not thinking of the right thing then. Those ones, yeah. I guess that's not what I was thinking of. But the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents as usual. At least I hope. Yikes.
Hey!
But right now I'm very ready for some fine wine. Right now I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese. God dang it, Hugo, you're an English teacher. I was hoping at least you would have proper grammar. I'm disappointed right now. I'm so disappointed. A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth. And recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? I have no idea what that voice was. I'll probably never be able to replicate it. There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
Oh!
We'd love to play, right, Ram? Yeah, sure. Trivia. I know trivia, but it depends on the type of trivia, you know? I can tell you about ice cream. I know a few things about ice cream. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. It might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. That's where you and I differ, Ram. Hopefully. Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Ram! Oh, God. Forget Matt's voice again. It's probably going to end up... Oh, man, I think these are the three deepest voices that I was using, all in one location. Oh, man. I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table and greet us. Hey, guys, you all here for the old question and answers game?
Hey.
Wait, no, Daisy's... Oh, no. We're gonna lose so bad. Yeah, but we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmencita and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone, too. Lost in New York, have been reigning champions for the last month. Man, Brian's great at trivia, too? That raises the stakes. Great name, though. Solid team name. That's Carmencita's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns. Like father, like daughter.
Hey.
You guys gonna try to give us a run for our money?
Hey.
We'll see what we can do. We're just here for the cheese, too. We'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad. I will destroy you. Not hurt your feelings too bad. The cheese will taste so much better with a side of victory. Hugo and I bump fists. Tag team champions.
Hey.
We'll have to think up of a good team name, but I think this will be fun. Good luck. Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Nah, I've already it's 1999. Real monsters. Craigslist Swiss connections. Ugh. The only one that I get, I'm not a huge fan of cheese. I mean, I like cheese. That's as much as I know about cheese, but I know Swiss. Craigslist Swiss connections? That'll do just nicely. The waitress comes by with our cheese board, and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. Pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide into a dairy-induced ecstasy. Oh, there's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie, I don't know that word, that I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts, a slice of savory yet salty Gouda, or perhaps a focaccia crisp, topped with honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glass to me.
Oh.
Cheers. The cheese. Hey! Middle-aged man in a... Brian Wecht! Mr. Depressed! Hey! A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts, jogs out of the back with the frantic energy of a radio DJ. Everybody ready for some trivia? Hey, Quizmaster Quinn. The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard. I just like alliteration. More cheers. I am sad. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions, y'all. First category is literature. Excellent. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right? Oh. Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque insect-like creature? Yes. This is the continent that encompasses the reality realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien. Wait. Oh, Mordor. Oh, this is Lord of the Rings. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's the continent? Other notable sites include Isengard and Mirkwood and Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? Oh, and it has to be in Elvish, too? Endor, Hoth, Lemuria. Arenal or Lemuria? Because Endor and Hoth are Star Wars. Arenal, Lemuria. I think it's Arenal.
Wrong answer.
When you try your best. Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? William A. Alcott, Edgar Rice Burroughs, Nathaniel Hawthorne, E. Duck Smith. Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Wrongo.
Edmond Dantes is better known as this man. Frankenstein's monster. No. The Count of Monte Cristo. H.G. Wells.
Wrong.
God dang it. I thought because they both had Dante, it was going to be... The Quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. I got all of those wrong. Whoa, nice cheese place you got there. Thank you. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good. Great, cheese used to be my favorite food, but I've developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I told you, the only people who don't enjoy cheese are lactose intolerant people. I'm sorry to hear that, Quizmaster Quinn. You really are depressed. I also developed clinical depression. Oh. But people don't tell you, just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, are you trying to exercise to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? You just need to juice it out of your throat, close up when you eat fry. Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. Who wants to start the next round? More cheers from the audience. The next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. Same Quizmaster Quinn, same Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay?
Oh.
I think it's just his character, I hope. How's your cinema? Spotty, I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. Yeah, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Oh no. God, this is... Obviously this is Star Wars, but... their father, their promise, the Jedi Order, their mother. That scene was about Vader, so their father.
Wrongo.
What? 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 The first movie I ever watched was Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. This makes me ashamed of myself. This breaks me down at my core. What entertainer makes a fourth wall-breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2? Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan, Emilio Estevez, Boy George. Charlie Sheen!
Correct.
Great. Which of these 80s horror movies dies not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting? Just not even a question mark on that. Dies not Quizmaster Quinn, are you alright? You seem to be stumbling over your words here. The Shining. That's Indian Burial Grounds. I think. Poltergeist. Well, Pet Cemetery 2, that has to be. Within the Woods.
No.
It seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. Wait, seems like we're doing pretty well? I've gotten all of them wrong. How can Hugo carry us this much? Look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. Oh, God. Okay, we're totally boned. Hugo grabs my arm.
Yes.
Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold and don't let go till I stop breathing. Please, it has been so long since I've been held. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. Let's start the quiz. Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. Look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. Oh, man. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the Ringmaster.
Oh.
That is correct. Points to Craigslist Swiss Connections. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania.
Oh.
Hugo's hand shoots up again. Guess the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. The first WrestleMania was held in New York at Madison Square Gardens in 1985.
Correct.
Another correct answer for Craigslist Swiss Connections. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kind of hot. Oh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him.
Oh.
Chavo. That's Quizmaster Quinn. Chavo versus Kane.
Incorrect.
Ooh, sorry, Bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair.
Oh.
Fine. Wow, Hugo seems really fired up about that. Where did he get his encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? And before Hugo was secretly the Undertaker. How do you know so much about wrestling? Oh, I'm just the Undertaker. You just pick up stuff. That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. Turn my attention back to the Quizmaster. All right. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2 lost to New York. Brian and Matt high five. And Craigslist with connections. Hugo and I high five. We look over to Brian and Matt, Carmen Seed and Daisy, all playfully giving us thumbs down and stick their tongues out. Eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. The final category is cool animals. Oh, you better believe I got this. Oh, Animals, I never could take care of another living thing. Heck, I could barely take care of myself. I'm falling apart. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? Birds.
Wrong.
What? What? Canary. A canary is a bird. Does he always say wrong? Because a canary is a freaking bird. Not a cat or a dog or a fish. It's a bird. What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? Zebra, zebu. Zzz, type of American weevil. Zonkey. A type of American weevil.
Correct.
I guess I actually got that one right, simply because I know how the dictionary works. What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Canadian beaver, duck-billed platypus, polar bear, otter. Ooh. Polar bear is the odd one out, so I don't think it's it. For my friends up in Canada, I'm gonna say it's your beaver.
Incorrect.
Alright, I'm just gonna come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care if you need a car part. Phil will fulfill all your needs. My crippling depression is so deep it's affecting my voice. Everyone oohs and ahs. God, I want that gift card. The quizmaster goes in the bag to tally up the score, pick out what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker, with a little bit of honey and dried apricot.
Oh.
So what are your plans after our big win? I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. I always wanted to do that. What about you? I wouldn't because I'm allergic to coconuts. I was depressed as Quizmaster quit. Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring, bet it all on black, walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style.
Oh.
You want the last piece of Havarti? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us. Hey, everybody! We've had a great night, lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back. But that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winners of tonight's trivia contest is... Pueblo 2 lost to New York. Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where phenomenal service is...
That Master Quinn.
Sad Master Quinn. God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. Ryan and Matt run up to grab the coupon and bow to the roaring applause of the crowd. Do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia, with only eyebrow raises and a shoulder shrug. We'll get them next. We'll get them next time, Ram. They haven't heard the last of Craigslist Swiss connections. See, that was all trivia that I didn't know. I could tell you all sorts of other trivia, like how the first flavor of ice cream commercially sold in the United States was New Jersey yellow tomato, sold in Philadelphia at Reading Railroad. Hugo and I walked back toward our cul-de-sac, full of cheese and a sense of defeat. See, if they'd asked about the ice cream, I would have been golden. Golden! Or how Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence on a laptop. Because back then, little slabs of wood that you placed on your lap were called laptops, and then you just write on top of that. Give you something to write on, instead of just holding up to a wall or something. It was really genius. I don't know why we don't use those anymore. Brian's good, but I saw some tactical weaknesses there, which I think we can exploit for the next trivia night.
Oh.
He seemed weak on literature. I think if we can establish ourselves early on, it would hurt team morale. That Star Wars one, though, that scene, they were probably talking about Padme then. Because the Jedi... No, it was probably Padme that they were talking about. But I swear that's the scene on Endor where they're like... he's my brother. You know, still feel disappointed in myself. Maybe it would get them more focused on the cheese than winning. You're right. Next time we'll be prepared. Oh, Disney songs. Shame about that one wrestling question, though.
I don't know.
I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. It wasn't his fault, Hugo. It was the employer, okay? Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh, it's just stuff I know because I was there and, Ask again or drop it? One more time. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. If it's embarrassing, I'll just drop it. Alright. But hey, good trivia night. Let's get the band back together soon.
Hey!
Certainly. Hugo and I say our goodbyes and I make my way back home. That was terrible. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Well, I thought you didn't like reading. I don't. This book is all pictures.
Ugh.
And even then, my patience is being tried.
Ugh.
Did you get to eat all the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. You want's breakfast for dinner? Hash browns! Okay.
All right.
Toast dipped in egg! Blueberry pancakes! Well, only if you'll help me make them. You know, I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler, and also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside of the fridge. Spend less money than you make. Alright, give it to me straight. How bad?
That was passable.
I failed. I failed the smartness. I got the mustache, though, so that makes up for it a little bit. Asiago, get her.
You've got Dad.
And, you know, since this is the last episode, we don't need to go do our save thing, because we have no reason to return. So, I guess we're going to just jump right in. I am going to commit. Use your hips when throwing. I don't need to throw things, so I'm good. Alright? Shave with O. Ever since the first night at Charcutie's Pies, Hugo and I have made a point out of weekly visits to trivia night. Are we having more trivia? Can I redeem myself, please? Craigslist Swiss Connections has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2 Lost New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. Oh, so we've been winning. Yes! Been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car thanks to all of Phil's auto care gift cards we've received. Air fresheners, car chargers, you name it. Man is riding in the lap of luxury. Aside from the trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up and he seems to be having a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. Should do something nice for him. Maybe help him take his mind off of screaming teenagers. Books? He likes books, but I would have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books in a month than I've read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. And he was kind of shy about it, but maybe... What wrestling room? I wasn't told about this. Whatever, let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan. Hey, alright folks, looks like we finally have the points tallied. We're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me, because I've finally seen... I've finally seen just how beautiful and loving my wife is. Is Quizmaster Quinn over his depression? A few weeks ago, all of the regulars staged an intervention for Quizmaster Quinn. We sat down in a circle and told him that we wanted to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us they had adopted a dog together. Oh Oh my god. We did it. We did it, folks. We did it. Let's all give a hand to our... He's free. Oh, no more sad Brian Wecht. I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen. Oh. I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer. Actually, I miss the... I am sad. There were things to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the fourth week in a row, Craigslist Swiss Connections!
Oh!
Hugo and I cheers our small slices of camembert, and I go up to accept our gift card along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn. May Craigslist Swiss Connections reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife.
Oh!
We make our celebratory round of high fives to the rest of the teams and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of burrata with pesto and slices of tomato. Hey, I got a surprise for you. For me? Yes, and for once, it isn't more cheese.
Oh.
Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest. I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo. How big are your pockets, and how big is the book? Because most books probably won't fit into your average-sized pocket. Oh. He doesn't seem too thrilled. Hugo picks up the book and reads the title aloud. Harry Butt's Scrapper Keeper? I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you'd probably already own every classical piece of literature, so I thought this would be fun for when you're pooping.
Hey!
Hugo laughs. You should flip through it. Hugo looks up at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple pages, he finally comes across a small gift I strategically hid inside.
Ah!
You're kidding me. Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in.
Ah!
You're kidding me. Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside of the Crapper Keeper. This is to the World Federation of Wrestling's Power Slam series. You've been working so hard lately. I thought you'd like them. Ooh. It's hard to judge his reaction. Like them?
Oh.
I love this. Thank you. But wait, there's two? Yeah, I figured we could go together.
Huh?
You'd go with me? Heck yeah, I'd need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up, walks around the table, effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. Has he been this strong the whole time?
Oh.
Thank you. I let out a little squeak to sort of say, you're welcome. Oh, it's the night of the Power Slam. Ooh. Ooh. Pablo Escobar? Is that what it says? It's kind of folded a little bit. Genuine Wrestle Boy? Mr. Vega, you've been holding out on me. It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up at my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. So, it's fake, right? Well, yes and no. While wrestling in the act of hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. Yeah, it's all staged, but they actually have to physically do it. You know, that's how it works. Historically, wrestling as we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and the people who actually believed it to be real and would bet on these matches were called marks. That we know that it's technically fake, but still choose to suspend our disbelief makes us smart marks. So, I should be watching this for the acrobatics, and the tension, and the drama, and even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story. You just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story, despite a ridiculous premise. Wow.
Oh.
What? I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan. I'm not a huge wrestling fan. And yeah, it is actually kind of weird that you're a wrestling fan. Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am because it's considered kind of lowbrow, I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me. Till now? Hugo smiles to himself. Till now.
Hey,
Oh. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up the set of stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I thought we had gotten good seats, but by this point the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. I'm sorry, I thought I got us tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement.
oh,
This is so cool. I guess he doesn't mind. I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid. What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even going to see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay. I guess you're right. So what do we have to look forward to tonight?
oh,
Oh man, the lineup is stacked. All of the matches are going to be great, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match. The Eastern Dragon? The Eastern Dragon? Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar. Oh, so that's why you're wearing that shirt? But I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestler names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah. Oh, so that's what your shirt's from. Yep, I've been following the guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it has been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals. Who's he up against? The corporate shield. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler. I don't think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though.
oh,
Stadium lights dim and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd in Mill Creek, Massachusetts, who's ready to power slam? Hugo and I scream, though I can't scream because it's the middle of the night and my voice hurts. We watch two wrestlers, the Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a milk julep. Oh, the Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match. The crowd eats it up.
oh,
The Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman not from the North Pole? He's from Georgia, actually, where they don't get a lot of snow. Jesus, that sound effect scared me. After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. What did I just watch? I don't know what's happening, but this is amazing. Come on, Johnny. I don't know what's happening, but this is amazing. Did you see what the guy did to the other guy's face? Is he okay? Are they going to be okay? Wrestling is a sport of communication. All these guys train together to know not only how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only be kind of hurt. The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced as the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K, who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfies with fans on the way up to the ring and pauses after everyone to post it onto Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh? He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided on who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with the flash on his camera phone and is able to pin him to win the match. He takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. I think that's cheating. Oh, during a break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stand. We wind our way through clusters of wrestling fans to get to the line. So, what do you think so far? It's just okay. It's actually really cool. I'm glad I'm here with you. The wrestling is cool, but I really like seeing you so enthusiastic. It's, don't say hot. Cool. You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. If you haven't seen a bunch of families with their kids, everyone looks super happy to be here. Oh yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time. You have brothers? There's one gaggle of kids loitering in the corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. It's Ernest. Oh god, I know these kids. They're Hugo students. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, so don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up.
I don't know.
Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again. I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. Glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work. Colin, if he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. What's the plan? This is a sneaking mission. Create a diversion. Just walk back to your seats. Just act casual. I think the best strategy here is to hide in plain sight. Be casual, be super casual. We'll just waltz right in and nobody will be any the wiser.
Whoa!
Are you sure that'll work? Like a charm. Hugo and I just start walking towards the door. Colin and his friends are so busy throwing garbage at each other that they don't notice. Wow, that was easy. Yeah, that was easy. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief. Whew, that was close. Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd. The lights dim again.
Ah!
This is the match we've been waiting for. The corporate shill walks out to elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeves off of his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. That's one good way to ruin a suit. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The corporate shill grabs a microphone.
I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how much I'm about to kick your butt.
The whole crowd erupts.
Now if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron.
We all look up at a PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Butt, Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. Well, this is certainly an interesting match. That was informative. The lights dim again and pan flute music plays. I think it's a pan flute. I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central America thing? Hugo shrugs.
Oh.
Wrestling. The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs a microphone.
Corporate shill, it's nice to see you again.
More cheers from the crowd.
That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch.
He points to the corporate shill menacingly.
I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match.
The crowd doesn't really know what to do here. He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see. The match starts, and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the corporate shill. The air in the stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. Can't help but get into it. The corporate shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring, climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd. Oh no, he's about to do his finishing move. The corporate ladder. The corporate shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon!
Ah!
You can do it, Eastern Dragon! The corporate shill launches off of the top rope in a huge arc, brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company, putting local vendors out of business. The corporate shill pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair.
I don't know.
Man, he should have won that. I sit down with Hugo. What a match.
Ah!
It was amazing. Very symbolic of how corporate America just demolishes everything in its path. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now. You know, I would be a fan of wrestling if it was as interesting as this. I don't think there are any corporate lawyers or anything in WWE, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. because I'd be very interested to see something like this. Hugo looks over to me and our eyes catch. I'm glad. The event goes on and we have... I just realized I didn't read what Ram said. Oh well, the event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they would ever notice us up in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. Uh-oh. Oh no, don't. Don't. Don't you dare. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to rushes cheers in the crowd. Don't you dare. Oh, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I.
Sweet Manchego!
What? What? What do I do here? Look over to Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. Give the crowd what they want, protect Hugo's identity, try to ignore it. Protect Hugo's identity. I jump in front of Hugo and start giving the camera the finger. They can't show that on television, can they? The camera immediately moves on, because all of this sweaty violence is fine, but a finger isn't. Thanks, I think. Sit down again, trying to ignore the dirty looks I'm getting from people who came here for wholesome content.
I don't know.
So much for laying low, I guess. The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. They know. I mean, I ran in front of them, but they probably saw. By the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We rarely keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience.
Hey!
Right? It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person is just... wow. Thank you again. I would have never gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and Hugo in front of the car in an empty parking lot. I looked down. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh? Yeah, it was super funny. But neither of us are smiling. We look into each other's eyes, and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stared at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt. Wait. Oh, I thought... okay, I thought that was that guy from Matt's line. I was like, no, that's not him. I turn around to see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us, a duffel bag slung over his shoulders. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Sweet Manchego!
Oh my god, yeah, I got it from a trade with this guy from streetsmarks.net. I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The names like J something... JD Slaminger? Yeah, that's him. Those are my write-ups. You're JD Slaminger? You're kidding. Man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand. Is it the Eastern Dragon? I'm honored. Ah, man, I wish I could stay and chat. I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely. The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again. Is there any chance you could sign my shirt? The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing. Wait. It all finally clicks into place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon! I love your work! Thank you, man. The Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon?
Oh!
He likes my work. Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now. He's gonna PM me. I thought I slapped him. Hugo and I high-five. He's so excited he's shaking. Mr. Vega? Oh wait, no. It's gonna be Colin, so that's a middle schooler. Mr. Vega? Oh man, Colin and his cronies just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no, here we go.
Whoa!
Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way out here. What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend.
Mr. Vega likes wrestling. What a fart knocker.
Fart knocker? What?
Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up. Nah, man, that's actually rad as heck. Who are you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends.
Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasped.
Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers.
Oh.
Oh yeah? How did I get his autograph then? Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger.
Oh.
See you in class.
Oh! Oh, man. Hugo. You can't say that.
We're not in school. Who's gonna believe you? Hugo and I hop into the car to the tune of more children screaming. We laugh all the way home. Man. Oh. That was amazing. Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into his wrestling man cave where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately.
Oh.
J.D. Slaminger, my forum name. Gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony. Wow. I've given it a lot of thought. What about you?
I would be Bomb Clancy, Mario Brawl Tolly. Dad.
I don't even wrestle, I just throw dad puns at the opponent until they submit.
Nice to meet you, Hungry. I'm dead, you know.
I'm just now realizing that I don't know any actually wrestling moves. You know I could teach you some. I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it. I'll go easy on you. On Dad? Absolutely not. Before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move.
Ah.
This is a figure... Just like that, Dad is defeated. This is a figure 4 leg lock. If I were applying full force right now, you would be in extreme pain. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless. And this is an arm bar. You're... pretty good.
Oh.
You can tap out anytime you like. Not a chance. Hugo flips around one last time on top of me, hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest.
Oh.
And this is me pinning you. Our faces are inches apart right now. Can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Go for it. Tap out, you coward. Go for it. Lean forward and kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back, a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission hold on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine and we laugh. I guess we both win. Guess so. I pull him back in for another kiss. Do you have any more moves to show me? I think I might have a few. Pay your bills early. What a great tip. Oh. Please tell me we did good. That doesn't suggest we did good. Oh,
Looks like Paradise Lost just got found.
Oh. That was amazing. Asiago Getter Dreamiest Daddy. Oh yeah, because now we've done all of the dates. Grow your own vegetables. It's cheaper, I think. Alright, is it just gonna head into... Yes, it is. Well, anyway, I guess that is going to be all for Dream Daddy. I guess now it's time for final thoughts. It was very fun. It was a very funny game. Really, it handled its humor well. It's far from a perfect game. There were a few weird things. Like, I remember, apparently we were supposed to have already met Matt. But when we actually first met Matt, I hadn't met him before, and they're like, hey, you're the guy from the Coffee Spoon. And I'm like, I haven't been to the Coffee Spoon, man, I don't know this guy. And there were a lot of grammar issues. Whenever I saw one, if you go back, there was even one in this episode where I was like, I'm so disappointed in you. Every time I saw one, I would just stop for a second and then reread that sentence slowly. There were a lot of those. A lot of grammar mistakes. A lot of things that could be easily fixed, and I'm sure they'll get around to it eventually, hopefully. Other than that, the mini-games were kind of fun. I didn't like Brian's ones, because I wasn't good at them. I was intended to fail the Matt one, and failed I did. I mean, Brian's final minigame was pretty good. Otherwise, it was definitely a fun game. And I know that there are definitely way different ways that this could have gone, because I did look at the achievements, and apparently there's a bad ending for this game. You can have a bad ending for this. And while I've been searching on YouTube, I haven't watched any videos of this, but I've freaking seen videos where they just have spoilers blatantly in their titles, saying stuff like, Joseph is the leader of the cult, and I'm like, what? I didn't encounter that, or your death on Brian's third date, and I'm like, how am I going to die? And then I didn't die. So, unless those videos are blatantly lying, there are many other ways that this could have gone, and that's interesting. It definitely means that you can play this game multiple times to get multiple different endings. You can fail all of them, you can succeed all of them, you can fail some, succeed in others. Definitely has some replay value, but it will get old after a while. I would recommend this game for you to play yourself, because what you've seen in this playthrough has just been what I've gone through. And like I said, since there's so much replay value, you can have a completely different story. For all I know, you can join a cult with Joseph or something. Now that I'm officially done with my series, I'm going to probably head back someday and just watch those videos that talk about a cult ending, because I really want to see what all that Satan stuff is about. Because, you know, you gotta love Satan, the good old devil. But anyway, that is going to be all for this series. If you enjoyed it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode, whatever that might be. Bye!